sometimes start off pretty rocky and fix later on. Yeah, welcome back to my hard mode count. Today the plan will be to go ahead and finish up every single quest in the game. So once we're about halfway done with this stream, we should be done with all the last 3 quests that we have left in our journal. Is my scroll broken? Yeah, I guess my scroll is broken. Alright, that should fix it for now. But yeah, so we have Blue Bunny, which is the main one that we need to work on, and then we have Remnant King and Blaze that we also need to get. The big ones for these 2 is just going to be unboxing a Godly from Pet Crate 16 and Pet Crate 13. We should be able to do that with grabbing some Glitchy Lucky Gum and then grabbing, using our gems or crate keys, depending on which one it is. Yeah, and then once we're done with both of all these quests, then the plan will be to go ahead and pivot from working on completing the game, because at that point we'll be done with every single quest, over to working on our game completion percent. Right now we're sitting at 82%, but I plan on getting this count up to the really close, if not up to like 99% game completion before I go ahead and progress anywhere else, just because I want to show how maybe not easy, but how to get game completion, especially if you're free to play. Like the easiest ways to go ahead and get your up to game completion, because there are some things that will make it pretty much impossible for us to go up to 100% game completion on this count. But there are some things that we can actually really easily boost this number up to like 94% with like literally 3 minutes of work or something. So that'll be the plan for today. But to start off with, we will head over to Remnant Zone. So let me go grab that teleport really quick. Remnant Zone, teleport to Remnant Zone, yes. Hello Rubix, hello York. But yeah, to start off with, we have Blue Bunny's quest. That's what we're going to focus on. And then once we're done with that, we do need to go grab a Glitchy Lucky Gum. I think 1 Glitchy Lucky Gum is all we need more from Backdoor. And then once we have that, we should be able to really quickly just churn through Blaze and King's Quest. So that will be the plan. I'm guessing that'll take an hour to 2 hours. And then the last hour to 2 hours of the stream will be working on the game completion. Actually, place your bets right now. I know I've kind of given you people information, but how close do you guys think we are going to get to 100% game completion on this count today? Like I would guess somewhere around 97%. But that might be a bit high. Maybe you guys think we're going to get closer to like 92%. You think I'm overestimating? 96%. Yeah. The funny thing is, even though we're at only 82% right now, there are so many simple things that I can literally just do like this pretty much to get up higher. But yeah, we will be done with all the quests, so we'll have all that stuff game completion done. And it'll just be the other stuff other than quests. We'll have journals complete-ish. There are stuff in the journal that don't actually count for game completion, but yeah. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh yeah, we have the double gems event going on right now. Yeah, if we don't get enough gems, or if we don't already have enough gems, with this double gems event right now that's running, we should be able to pretty easily get the yeah, everything we need. I may have made a little bit of overcompensation for the gem drops. I've been looking at it and thinking about it, and it might be a bit high. Also, I might have made a small mistake with how the 2 times gems event works, but oh well. Yeah, the thing is, like, rebirthing, resetting all your quests is like, even on my main account, I'm at like 60-something% game completion. And it's just because every time you rebirth, all your quests get reset. all of your other stuff get reset. And if you're grinding rebirths or anything like that, there's stuff that you aren't going to get that is like really easy game completion that since this account has been playing for almost 20 episodes on one rebirth, it's going to have that a new account won't, or rebirth account won't. Also, I love 2 FPS. Actually, looking at it, one of the things I saw was actually hilarious. Remnant Zone is like a really bad, in terms of lag for the server itself too. It's kind of awful. Like in general, if you look at it, like main hub is pretty bad. The funny thing is like Bloxbite HQ, despite it being the final boss and everyone having that thing be like really laggy, it's actually not that bad in terms of like server heartbeat. It's just kind of client frames that drop. With Remnant Zone though, in like main hub and whatever, it is actually really bad server lag. Like it's like 30 frames per second on the server, which is not a great frame rate. Hello, Keely. Yeah, no. Final boss is a mess at this point. There's definitely some things I could do to fix it. It just mega bosses are a pain to work with. Like Fluffy, for instance, is like I literally just copy pasted that, and it still took me like 30 to 45 minutes to figure out what in the world was going on and make that all work, despite it just being a copy paste of a event boss that we already had. Oh, is that? Oh, hello, Preston. I don't know if you're in chat, but might just be AFK grinding or something. All right. Yeah, this quest should be pretty simple. I mean, it is just grinding ghosts. Hopefully we don't get too bad of lag. But yeah. Yeah, main hub is, I'm assuming, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know exactly what it is. But I'm assuming either it's something with the ghosts, like actual ghosts, like, managing of that, is not great, which, you know, makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of ghosts in main hub, a lot of ghosts in Remnant Zone. Or it's something like with areas in the game, like touch detection with that. But I really don't know. I haven't really looked too much into optimizing stuff. Like the thing about optimizing stuff is if I try without having a good understanding, if I do spend like, I don't know, an hour or something, I don't understand where the lags come from and optimize stuff, there's a more of a chance for me to just break a bunch of systems and then cause a lot more issues than if I just, you know, let it ride as is. Oh, lol. It's funny. Yeah, no, yeah, I saw him opening the Spade Harbinger, so, I was assuming he was using a rift to get some gems. But yeah, hopefully people do enjoy now that the gem meta has been, you know, they aren't the best. You're still going to get better results, more consistent for sure, with using XGum, with the currencies, with rebirths or whatever. But hopefully the gem buffs do actually make a bit of a difference for like what people, giving a bit more options for people grinding gems. I do know that one of the things that people like really noticed right off the bat, which I was happy of because that was one of the things I was trying to do with it, was the using a rift gum on the gem chest in Crypt, giving a few billion gems at a time. I was planning on actually making that pretty useful. Just so that if like anyone gets a rift, instead of needing to wait for like loot bags or whatever and only having one way to use the rift, they have that option to just be like, oh yeah, I want to be lazy, I don't want to grind loot bags or whatever, and just use it on a single chest, and get a few billion gems from that. I feel like it gives a bit more of a use to Rift, like for casual players. So I'm glad that people like immediately saw that and actually were making use of that. I don't surprisingly, even though I didn't even though I have like the amount of gems you get from Ghost is pretty ridiculous, I think it's still fairly balanced for like pretty much most people. The thing is, like, even if I did like make it like way too overpowered for like something like this account, one of the things that really reins it in is like endgame, you aren't going to get like infinite stat pets or whatever that completely break it, like you can with a gem conversion. You end up having that limit where it doesn't get too broken, it just kind of stays at the moderately broken it starts at. Yeah, no, Rift Gum, like the fact that Rift Gum is like as rare as it is does definitely make it kind of balanced in a way. Like it seems like, oh yeah, you just get a Rift Gum and then anyone can get a classified, like Cosmic Wing or Sandstorm or whatever. But the thing is, like, getting a Rift Gum is a hurdle, so it's kind of nice and balanced that way. But yeah, if a new player does accidentally get like a ghostly Rift Gum or a glitchy Rift Gum or something like that, they can get some pretty cool stuff with it, even without like game passes. I think without game passes, like if I got a Rift Gum on this account, I think it's going to be somewhere around, I was doing the math, I think it's somewhere around like 5 to 8 billion gems or something. No, it's more than that, isn't it? It's like 10 billion gems. Is it 10 billion gems? 10 billion gems seems like a lot. I'll do the math really quick. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it's about 10 billion gems for this account if it got a glitchy Rift. If you have 2 times gems though and rebirths and whatever, it does actually add up to a bit more than that. I think it's probably, you can easily get up to like 30 or 40 billion with like 2 times gems, game pass, and all that stuff. Yeah, actually classifieds in general, I know dev classifieds have this interesting quirk a lot of the times. And like loot bag classifieds like gem ship or whatever, it's a lot easier to see randoms with them, just because the randoms are giving it a lot more chances than a endgame player can with like one account. So 100 new players who've done Final Boss 1 time and gotten 1 key is going to have a better chance at getting 1 classified among them than 1 endgame player is after doing it 10 times or whatever. Just because they have so many more attempts. Yes, Billy's perk will definitely be buffed or reworked or something like that. I kind of want to, at some point, do some more stuff with the vacuum rate in Ghost Simulator. Because, like, your vacuum rate in the game gets so useless super quickly. Like, on this account, once I passed backdoor, the vacuum rate was completely garbage. Like, I don't care anymore about vacuum rates. And I think there's ways I can do that. It would be quite a bit of work. I'd actually have to, like, it's probably more work than balancing gems, but it definitely has more of a payoff since I can, it'd make more interesting for people grinding, all that stuff, without, yeah. So, it is a goal. I do want to look into making vacuum stats worthwhile. One of the things I don't want to go too much into specifics on vacuum details. But I have ideas for, patching some of the vacuum rates. Not enough of an idea to make a stab at it right now. I don't even think it's scheduled yet. But the goal would be to make it so that even like endgame pets struggle with vacuuming. So it's more important to have like good vacuum stat pets. But yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the thing. All you need, guys, to get 1 classified is to open one of the crate. Like, that's all you need. Oh, I love hate the meme where it's like, oh yeah, you know, opening one crate is a 50-50. Either you get it or you don't. Sort of deal with like chances. And even though it's like completely not how it works, I really love it joke because I think it highlights one of the things about RNG that makes it so addicting. Like, RNG elements in games are one of the things that people like the most about games. Did I like level up my pets or something? I feel like I'm getting so much more currency now. No, I guess I got a painted red. That's probably what it is. Yeah, because before I was using... No idea. But yeah, I love it because it really outlines the love-hate relationship people have with RNG. Like, on one hand, like, new players can get some really cool stuff that they can really enjoy. Whereas on the other hand, people that play the game for a while have that 50 chance of not getting something that they've worked hard for. It has a lot of variety to games that, like, you know, addicts people. Like looking at it, one of the things that people like is RNG games. Like, I know a really good example of this on Roblox right now is like Souls RNG or something like that. I don't know the exact name. I haven't played it, but where this is a really popular game where all it is just spin a wheel or whatever, and it like highlights like really what people want. I was watching a video at some point. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's like what people really want is a slot machine. Even though they say they want like high skill gaming and skill-based matchmaking, where the better player always wins. People really just want more RNG so they can feel more powerful in some situations. Deep down, but yeah. I don't know, 1 in nearly 50 million installs. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you have a good experience with the RNG aspect, it's going to make the game feel so much better. And if you have enough RNG aspects, every single player is going to, or most players, I guess, are going to get a good experience in one of the RNG systems, and that'll make it better. But yeah. Yeah, no, RNG games are the, definitely popular on Roblox. As much as I hate auto unbox simulators, I like burning passion, even though I get addicted to some like every once in a while. Oh, there we go. Finally got the items we need. But like even though I do get addicted to these unboxing simulators where you just AFK overnight unboxing, I hate it with a burning passion because like there's no gameplay, there's nothing fun. It's just, oh yeah, I have this cool pet. And then maybe it becomes a trading simulator too. But like, oh, it's such a, I don't know. It's like Bubblegum Simulator. Like every cool simulator game eventually runs into this. Like Bubblegum Simulator started out cool. Like first few iterations, like, oh yeah, you actually have to progress. And then it was like, no, progression is going up the things is the side point. It's just an auto unbox egg thing. Same thing that pretty much happens to every other simulator. Pet Simulator 99 is actually one of the ones that isn't that yet. It actually has quite a few gameplay mechanics. It's still an AFK simulator, but it at least has a few different things that players can AFK, which is kind of nice for it. But yeah. Remember what they're saying? Most gamblers quit right before they hit bank. Yeah, that's no, gambling is a bad if you can't afford to lose, gambling is a bad situation. I do know that there is like, I mean, people like to gamble, but yeah, there's a lot of negatives with gambling. Definitely don't do it with real money. There's a reason Roblox games have limits on that. Like some regions literally can't buy gambling stuff with Robux or whatever, but yeah. Yeah. Gambling, if you're using Monopoly money, it actually is not unreasonable, but I feel like that attack always goes on for way too long. VPN? Yeah, I cannot encourage, though, using VPNs to get around region restrictions. As helpful as they are with that, it is probably against someone's terms of service. Oh my goodness, this lag. Like, I'm not even getting hit. Okay, guys, we're dying this time. There's literally no way around this. If we can't dodge a single attack like that, we aren't winning this Remnant Guardian fight. Yeah, I mean, obviously people do it, but yeah, okay, that was expected. Hello. Yeah, we're getting hit by that. Okay, we should have been able to dodge that one. Now it's just me trolling. Yeah. Yeah, guys, we have this, no problem. Time to do a last life clutch. Fortunately, it's actually funny. The last few waves are not as hard to dodge, except for one attack. Yeah, okay. That was my bad. What in the world's this lag, though? Actually, one of the funny things you can open, I don't understand this exactly, but there's a micro profiler, which gives your friends for time to add. And this is basically how long it takes for me to render a frame. And I think these red ones are like way too many frames. Whatever. Yeah, that's the time in milliseconds that's taking to do a frame. And about 50, I mean, we're doing like a 20 frames per second-ish. All right, actually with 2 players though, we should be able to more easily do this. Like, 2 people on a, or 2 people on the Remnant Guardian fight is actually ideal. Because what you can have is 1 person doing the vacuuming during the down phase, and then 1 person shooting during the down phase. And you'll actually increase your damage so that you, instead of doing a 6 cycle boss, you'll actually end up doing it in a 2 cycles, which really really speeds up the boss fight. It basically makes it 2 times faster. Without too much more work. Hopefully we vacuum fast enough. If this number goes down to 67%, which it didn't, that generally means you vacuumed it fast enough. If it didn't, you're having a skill issue like I am right now. But yeah, as you guys can see in this micro profiler, we are taking around 200 milliseconds per frame. So we're taking about, we're doing about 5 frames per second. Sometimes as low as 3. And this is a much more accurate than the display it gives you on the thing. But yeah, this kind of shows why this is, I don't even know what's going on sometimes. Yeah, I mean, if you aren't getting 5 frames per second, it is pretty easy, but, you know. Like right now, we can dodge pretty much every attack, no problem. Upgrade your PC. Yes, I do need to upgrade a PC at some point. But yeah, look, because we got down to 34%, I think we got to the next phase. Yep, this attack is... For some boss, or for most of the mega bosses, each of their phases actually has different attacks. The different phases being 66 to, or 100 to 66%, 66% to 33%, and then 33% to 0%. And so if you can actually tell, like sometimes you get to 34% and you aren't onto the last phase, and then sometimes you get 34% and you are onto the last phase. It's rounding stuff. But if it does like an attack like that, you can actually pretty easily tell if it actually is onto the next phase. Also, that was weird. Also, it's really funny when they do these attacks that just take forever and are really easy to dodge. Because it's literally just free damage. Like, it's literally pretty much free to go ahead and, we're going to turn off this microphone probably some way. But yeah, you literally aren't going to take any damage during it, and you get like 50 to all of its health free. It's kind of weird. I don't like shorts in general, is the main reason. Also, I'm not the most, interesting, varietable person. The main reason I have, I'm the size I am, or do content is for just Ghost Simulator, whereas stuff like, shorts or whatever, you kind of want to be a little bit more interesting, and not just one thing over and over again. And the reason I don't stream on Twitch is just because, like, I've started on YouTube. I've been streaming on YouTube for so long. It's just not one of those things that, yeah, switching to Twitch is not really worth the effort. Most people that do watch me are on YouTube. I could switch to Twitch, but it's one of those things that I'm streaming Roblox. I don't know if, the wider audience that watch streams on Twitch is going to benefit someone playing Roblox. Like when you think of Twitch, you don't think of Roblox games. You think of more of those hardcore games, where it's more gameplay orientated, less of the less Roblox stuff, less Minecraft stuff, less that video-based stuff that generally is on YouTube. What have you missed? You have missed a single quest where we were grinding ghosts and pawn ghosts and night ghosts for about 20 minutes, and then about a little bit of a slideshow with me trying to do Remnant Guardian by myself before someone came and helped me. But yeah, it's actually, like, even though I'm sure Roblox could work on Twitch, it's just most of the audience for, like, Roblox in general, is going to be the, kids, which are generally more on YouTube than they're going to be on Twitch. Even though, like, most of my audience isn't actually kids, funny enough. Actually, Ghost Simulator in general, like, the people that you see, like, playing Ghost Simulator, on average, is older than you'd expect, for it being a Roblox game. No, it's actually someone from the stream. Generally people join and do stuff like this when I'm streaming. It's whatever. So, sometimes I do prefer to go solo, but for right now we're doing quests. Like it's doing to help speed up the quest, so no real complaints right now. Yeah, one of the... Yeah, another thing on the thing of shorts, I know that conversation was a while ago, but like, I'm not great at editing content together. Yeah, I'm having a skill issue right now with the frames. But like, even my videos or whatever are generally poorly edited. Not very interesting. I pretty much use free software for all of what I do, recording, editing videos and whatnot. So yeah, it's generally lower quality than you'd expect from popular shorts, popular videos or whatever. So I generally just stick to Ghost Simulator. There we go. Feel like I'm getting more more souls than I used to, or remnant tokens than I used to on this account. Whatever. Considering you lag so much, probably easy to come. Yes, yeah. No, if you are wanting the Meet a Dev badge on Ghost Simulator, it's not too hard to just go ahead and find. Assuming I'm playing, like I don't actually play as much as I probably should. Considering I have a YouTube channel and I'm a developer, whatever. Actually, at one point I said I was going to get up to 36 rebirths on my main account. I did 7 of the 17 rebirths I wanted to do, or 6 of them, whatever, so I'm like super far behind. It's actually kind of bad how much I don't play the game. Why did I decide to add a delay into opening bags? I explained this in the patch notes, but the big one is I can increase the amount of gems you get from one loot bag without it being like one of those things where you need where it just breaks for like end game or whatever. And then also to add a fairness between different devices, because you can't really have an auto clicker on PC or on console or mobile. You can't on mobile unless you're playing on an Apple. But like not everyone's going to have an auto clicker, so I wanted to add more fairness there. But I also wanted to balance out Rift Gum, make Rift Gum a little bit more valuable. Because if you're able to use 1,000 or 2,000 bags or whatever, like you were before, per Rift Gum, it becomes less important to have a Rift Gum and more important to do the bag grinding. I kind of want to flip that around so Rift Gum becomes a little bit more of the important part there. So that instead of needing to grind 100 hours of boss loot bags for a 20 hours of a gum, you'd have to grind 20 hours of gum and 20 hours of loot bags to go ahead and get the benefit. It also reduces a little bit of lag issues that can come with auto unboxing or mass unboxing. But yeah, in general, it was just more to balance, make it more console friendly, mobile friendly, all that stuff. But yeah, looking at it, I do know that there are people. I'm not going to say anything for next update, but I did a little bit of thinking and decided it probably could be just a little bit faster. Like it's I mean, it is about 200. It's 240 a minute on the client. So assuming you aren't having any client lag, you can open around 500 per 2 minutes of Riftgum, which, I mean, it's going to take you a lot longer to get those amount of loot bags than it is going to take, or maybe not a lot longer, but it's going to take you longer to get those loot bags than it is going to take you to get the Riftgum. But yeah. Yeah, I do know that. I definitely understand that. When I was adding it, I was like, yeah, this is probably something people aren't going to like, just because it is going to be, people are used to the bum 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 sort of with an auto clicker. I think I'm going to increase it a little bit more. I'm not going to promise that I will. But it definitely, I mean, it definitely doesn't need to be as slow as it is. I just thought that'd be a pretty decent place to put it at for now. But yeah, that's one of those things that 30 remnant key dress. I forgot about that quest. Funny enough, I did not actually make that reward. I just kind of let let the reward in. I didn't change too many of this rewards. Yeah, it's still not as bad as Ranger TV. Yeah, I'm working actually on that one. Actually, I'm about, I already, in the testing actually, not testing yet, I was actually working on a few bugs and stuff, like someone was pointing out a bug with auto use that I oversight, so I was actually working on that actually specifically yesterday too, which is funny, that we bring it up, but yeah, next update should be actually a lot better in terms of a lot of stuff back end for this stuff. Like, I know every time that gum gets brought up, I just kind of cringe inside just because it's such a pain to work with. But after next update, it should be a lot easier for me to fix bugs with gum, make stuff work better, easier, all the stuff you guys want. But yeah. Let me think. What am I doing? Oh, I was thinking about yeah, okay. One of the videos I'm planning on doing on my main account, hopefully people hopefully I remember to do this. I'm planning on doing a video on going over, like, as you're saying right now, Enchanted Rift, just kind of seeing or making a video on whether or not it's useful, testing it out myself, because even though I did change the numbers or whatever, and I've been hearing people using it, I'm not 100% sure whether or not it's actually usable, especially compared to Rebirth now. I think it should be, at least while Riftgums are super easy to get since people have had them stockpiled. But I don't know. I kind of want to see for myself exactly how good it is on, like, my account. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I was doing, like, the math on it, and, like, for, like, this account, for instance, it's like I was planning on, like, when I was doing the math, it was around per ghost, I was getting around 5 times the amount of gems from converting the currency I got, than I was getting gem drops. And I was kind of basing it off that originally, and I'm like, okay, 5 times buff to this count on those gem drops make it equivalent to if I sold the currency I got. And then I kind of forgot about that. It was doing it based off the gem crate cost, and it ended up being like a 15 times better now for, like, this account specifically, to get the to get gem drops versus it is actually selling for the ectoplasm or whatever, which is kind of like broken good in some respects, because that basically means I get 15 times more gems on this account, which is kind of ridiculous. The thing is, like, actually doing the math on that, it turns out to be like, yeah, you have to actually spend like a ridiculous amount of time still to grind for a godly or whatever. I think it was like 30 minutes or whatever for one of the godlies from like crate crate 15, the second to last one. I think that's second to last one. 13, 14, 15, 16, yes. And which is still quite a lot of time, but then I realized, like, there's still quests that I get gems from on this account. Like, even if I'm getting an insane amount of drops, I'm getting a pretty similar amount from just doing quests or whatever. So it's actually not too bad. Please don't nerf it. Yeah, I'm not planning on nerfing the chests. I think chests are actually pretty good where they're at. The only thing I might do is tune down loot bags a little bit potentially, or the loot bags or gem drops or whatever, somehow, just so that's a little bit more balanced for like new players. But yeah, well, obviously a lot of that stuff's still up in the air. I'm not super set on changing it. It's not like it's as broken as when the bigger packs and packs were being added into the game, where literally every single new pack was doubling or tripling the amount of gems people could grind. It is still going to be much worse in endgame for these sources of gems than just grinding a rebirths or whatever that the current meta is. Nice. Yeah, no, as I said, RNG is amazing sometimes. Hello. Wait, how much, I can't remember. How much, does this account have in terms of, minimum gem drop percent? Yeah, the gum loot bag, the rates on it is actually better than a gum machine. Like, you are going to have a higher chance at getting the, it might be a little bit too good. The thing is, it's not given out too often. I think there's been, like, 3 given out now for free, which either is codes or in the quest event where you actually have to kind of play for it, but not too much. And then there's 3 that you can actually get from the, starter pack, assuming you're in a region where you can't buy random paid items, because, you know, I don't want to break too much terms of service in the game. So it isn't too bad to have the rates a little bit too good. I might, maybe if I end up adding more ways to get them in the future, like any sustainable way in the game, turning them down a little bit more, just because I know they might be a little bit too good, but honestly, if people are able to only get like 1 or 2 of them, it's fine being a little bit overpowered. It's not like it's going to really trickle down too much into the economy too much. But yeah, nice with that. I do know getting stuff like enchanted boss gum, enchanted rift gums, I know are super popular to get. When people get them, they're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I mean, you're lagging, so your thing's just completely frozen. So sometimes you might not even get yours. Rachel's Ghost? No. Okay. Oh, you guys should have seen my first development. Or I'm glad no one really did. But like the first development I had of the auto use items was actually like really bad. It is sometimes there's one of those things where you have a good idea and then you don't know how to implement it. That was definitely a really good example of that, because the first time I had to implement it, it was just a horrific mess. And then I thought of a better way to actually handle it, and now it actually works decently because yeah. But no, the same thing with the debounce for the item use. I'm planning on not soon, not like, don't expect this anytime in the near future, but I do plan on doing a similar debounce thing to the unboxing in the game, where you can't, will no longer be able to use like an auto clicker on that. I know this is like way far on. I'm imagining like even 6 months from now it probably still won't be added, but similar idea where like it makes it more consistent. It does ruin that auto unboxing aspect that people do like, but making it more consistent, making it intended mechanism, and then fairness for all devices. I have ideas for that. I'm not going to go into too much detail on those right now, but like there's a lot of stuff that I want to do debounce for. What do you think the hardest question is for the anniversary quiz? Well, ignoring that one where I have a minor typo where I call the ask for the name of the ghost in Wild West, and I call it a sheriff ghost when it's actually a cowboy ghost. Other than that one, which is technically just completely incorrect, probably the hardest one would be the amount of quests that are at the beginning of the game. Just because no one's going to know that. I mean, you can pretty easily guess. But yeah. Make it so there's a button that just costs 38 million gems and it gives you mushy. There's some aspects to unboxing that people like and want to keep. That is not going to happen. I do like, I think most players like the time that they spend unboxing, to some extent. But yeah, there's definitely changes I want to do there. Actually, what changes do I have planned? Yeah, I don't remember what next update is, so okay, you know what we can do right now? 48, is that enough? Because we need to unbox 10 of, or 100 of those. Alright. I want to say right now we should pivot to unboxing. No, right now we can just continue with Blue Bunny's quest. What am I thinking? Yeah, TD isn't boring. I mean, people do make points. I think AFKing in games is definitely a cool way to farm playtime and whatever metrics. But I really, the thing I don't want to see is games when they just turn into an AFK simulator. Like where most of the, like, to get ahead you have to AFK. I feel like that really takes away from the point of playing games. Like I know I've said this about unboxing simulators, like Bubblegum Simulator. It just, yeah, where it went from a decent playing game to something where you just AFK for it. But yeah, one of the things I don't want to see is it Ghost Simulator turn into that. That's literally the last thing I want to see happen. As a player, as a developer, I don't want that to happen. So it's not going to happen. Actually, we're just going to go ahead and use our glitch and enchanted Hexnum. Like, this will give us, like, way too many gems. This is... Yeah, no, there we go. I mean... Yeah, no, I mean, there really isn't any bad complaints. It's just, like, some complaints are a lot more valid than others. But yeah, in terms of unboxing, though, like... If there was to be an AFK system, I'd like it to be much worse than playing actively. Something where, like, AFKing for overnight or something, even if it gives you something, would be, like, the same as playing for an hour. So, it wouldn't be something like, oh yeah, I have to AFK every single night to make progress in a game. It'd be more like, okay, if I want to, I can AFK overnight for a few extra resources or whatever. Where the balance of it is a bit more weighted in actively playing than most games end up being. Hope it's a quest. Oh yeah, which ones are brothers? Yeah, that's that was one of the questions that that's a lore question, but it's one of the lore questions that I've actually heavily covered, so I wasn't. It's more of a popular lore question. It's basically in the void. The NPCs there actually do the hint stuff. They're like, oh yeah, it's revealed that Rowan and Yoko are brothers. Whatever. Leo knew it. Yeah. The other ones that are siblings confirmed, I think, is just going to be Blaze and Shelly. Other than that, I think no one... Actually, no. You and Gabe are also siblings, I believe. Dylan's are obviously all clones of each other's, technically siblings. What else? Oh, guys, it's not even in the text that you read. It's I think it's... It's either in finished dialogue or unfinished dialogue too. It's so funny. I don't actually feel bad about that. Villain? No, Villain is just in the void. He's kind of the father of all the, like the original clone or whatever you want to say. Yeah. So it doesn't really count as an actual quest line, as he has more dialogue lines than other ones that can probably pretty easily tell that. The more interesting one is, like, how many people thought to go talk to David to actually ask him for what his favorite animal was. Because I was trolling around with that one. I thought, oh, this would be a good question. Just force people to actually read. I don't know if that's a good question or not. Yeah, the wiki definitely helps with a bit of finding the questions. Just, you know, goes. I don't know if it has the answers to all the questions yet, but I definitely, if you like search like brother or whatever, you'll actually probably get a list of all the pages that have brother on it, which will eventually include the ones that you're looking for. Oh, actually, in the Remnant Zone, the King is actually taking over for that questline, since the main questlines in Remnant Zone are remnants, rather than being like, you know, you don't have like Shelly, you don't have all the NPCs that people already know in there. You have all the new ones, remnants and whatnot. So Remnant King is kind of in place of that. So villains or whatever aren't going to be in there. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, depending on what camp you're in, it doesn't have the index quest. Instead, it just has Unbox Godlies, because, yeah, that's the format of the quest once you get there. Back-end reasons, don't worry, guys. There's legitimately, there's reasons for that. But yeah. Villain quest win? I don't know. I don't think you'll ever actually have a quest, to be honest. I can't imagine doing too much more with it. Also, someone pointed this out. There's a reason why ghosts in this area specifically feel a lot harder to get than other ones. And it can be seen if you do something stupid like or something like this. All right, let's get on that couch. I believe I can glitch through the roof here. Actually, I might not be able to. No, you can't actually glitch through the roof here. It's hilarious. Okay, but if you can glitch out of these areas, you can actually see that there's actually ghosts that end up falling out of these rooms or whatever, so you can't actually access all the ghosts that should spawn in here. What about Next World? I don't know what the plans are for Next World. Which you're like, oh yeah, you're Dev. Obviously, you know what the plans are for Next World. I'm in charge of doing stuff, not thinking of the correct lore path. So I don't think of the lore path. Wait, actually, with this amount of gems, you can literally wait. Whoa, we have a lot of gems. I'm getting bored of vacuuming ghosts. I want to switch. But no, I should just finish up. I should finish up this quest. I believe the next quest is fairly simple, and then we'll be able to just complete Blue Bunny and then move on to the actual quest that I need to do. You'd get a Cosmic Wing? No, I wouldn't actually get a Cosmic Wing. Oh, from the villain? No. Yeah. I think the funny thing is in lore, Villain's actually like a decent father, in some respects. Like even though he's completely absent from the game, I think the lore is like actually cares about stuff, despite everyone just being clones and whatnot. 62 years? I'm gonna be honest, I think it's going to release a little bit sooner than 62 years from now. Maybe not much sooner, but sooner than that. 2 more. And then we can just go exit. $61 years? Yeah, 61 years probably. Oh, 1 more teapot. Is there any way to remove that from using when you use a auto clicker? From my research, it is a something like a driver is weird for your mouse clicks. So if you turn it down, that will help lower it. But also if you like restart your PC or do updates or something like that, it might remove it. I know whenever I get it on my, or when I used to get it on mine, I haven't done it in a while. My solution would generally be to actually just restart my entire computer and it generally go away. And it just randomly pop up again later. But yeah, it's something that's going to happen. It's a actual system thing, not a issue with the auto clicker itself. Actually, I think with this many gems, no, I should go get a glitchy lucky gun because I am using crate keys for the crate key or for crate 16. But yeah, restarting, you can probably look into it more, about specifics or whatnot, but, I'm generally content to just restart my PC for it. Okay, yeah, on this count it does, the gem drops do feel a little bit overpowered, so I might, oh, this is a ridiculous amount of gems for this account. It might, like, there is this small chance, actually no, I don't think there's this chance, just based on the amount. I was thinking that I might have ended up messing up the multiplier for like 2 times gems event or whatever, instead of it being 2 times, it being like 3 times or something. Like, just on accident or whatever, but I don't think that's actually the case, which is relieving, but also still kind of a little scary, because that does mean like this is the amount of gems that people are going to be kind of getting for a while. The one thing I can't remember is whether or not how I made the 2 times gem stack. Whether it stacks just completely multiplicatively or if it actually adds with something else. I believe it's additive with some stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll see when the 2x gems event ends. What are the exact stats for how much E-Rifkum and Chain of Rifkum multiplies? Let's just say the wiki has pretty accurate numbers for that. In terms of like actual base, like at 0. It's actually, the funny thing is the wiki actually slightly overestimates it. It's 50, 100, 150, 200 for each of them respectively, at least base. I keep saying base. There's a lot of behind the scenes combination that goes on that makes it actually function quite a bit differently than people are expecting. Thing about gems though, no one really notices the numbers, so it still is a pretty massive increase no matter how you dice it. It's just maybe not exactly what you expect sometimes, which is fine. I mean, it just says increases your gem amount massively, so so that's 200 extra gem chests. Yeah, pretty much. As I said before, there is a bit of there's a bit more nuance in that, but yeah. I'm not going to go into the actual nuances. First off, I would bore you guys to death. Second off, I will probably be changing some of that stuff too later, so you know. I can tell you that the system that is currently playing out is a lot better than what we had before, though. Because before it was a hard-coded stuff where it was like, oh yeah, that does that. And yeah, now we're a little bit better with more control over it, that stuff. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know, like, there's some stuff behind the scenes I can't really share. Like, anything that was like coded from before my time, but some of the other stuff I can definitely share about, like how stuff stack is one of those things I would be fine with once I have it nice and balanced and whatever. But yeah. The thing is, there's not that much behind the scenes stuff, really. Like most of the stuff behind the scenes is kind of already known. I think one of the things that most people ask about is like chances for stuff, and that's one of those things I'm not sharing. Like, oh, what's the chance for getting a dev classified? What's the chance for getting this thing from this loot bag? Those, I mean, the community has a fairly good understanding of what they're at, but I don't want to be like, oh yeah, these are all the chances. I think that's actually information that would be cool on the wiki, and I think would be fine on the wiki. But just for now, I don't feel like sharing too much of that. It just, I don't know, feels a little bit weird. And then obviously there's some stuff as a developer I can't actually share, like data for the game, other stuff like that. That's literally just game dependent. But yeah. Oh, that's what next update is. Oh, cool. I been meaning to talk about next update because I thought there was something cool going on, and there is. Next update, one of the things that people actually ask for regularly-ish is some in-game viewing of the limited store stuff, because like right now I think one of the ones that was specifically bad was Blarg or whatever a few updates ago, Easter or something. These limited store boards, like people always are like, oh, how does this thing look in game or whatever, or is this good, or stuff like that, is always asked about that. So next update, actually, there's going to be a little bit of a revamp to that, so that people are actually able to see what the limited store stuff actually looks like, without actually having to buy it or whatever before, or look on the weekier stuff, which should make it a little bit more interactive to be able to see what it looks like. I'm not going to give too much more details on that, but should help a bit with at least visibility of some of that stuff. I don't know if it'd increase sales. I just know it's something people always ask for. Honestly, I should probably be thinking a little bit more about increasing sales of stuff than doing features that people ask for, just in terms of monetary for Ghost Simulator, but nah. Requested features are more fun to add. Alright. Blue Bunny. Alright, Club Zombie. La la la. Alright, yeah, this is the last quest. Actually, fun thing about this. As you guys probably know, Dark is the modeler, modeler for the entire game, so pretty much everything you guys see in game, pets, boards, unless they're like commissioned or whatever, generally he does them. Oh wait, no, this isn't Club Zombie, this is Spade Zombie, wrong one. Skill issue. Make it so you can buy 50 million active tokens for 75 Robux. Funny thing is, that is actually not a bad business model in some respects. Like, it sounds useless, but it would actually, oh, whoops, whatever. But it would actually perform decently. Sorry. There it is, portal is. But anyways, I was just saying, Dark does most of the models, so, all of the maps, basically, all these, obby maps, pretty much completely done by Dark. That is with the exception of this one, which, I made the maze for, and then he actually made it look good. But yeah, because that, we can actually go through, I mean, I already know the path to the maze, so I'm just going to be annoying, and not go down the correct path, and y'all will complain. It's actually not too difficult of a, maze to complete. If you guys spend any bit of time on it, you guys will be able to pretty easily find your way. There's a couple different paths that you can take. Yeah, not too bad. There you go, done with that quest. It is a little bit weird. I think the block for the biome that I dragged over it didn't actually work correctly. But yeah. 1 Robux to vacuum a ghost. Yeah. No, I think Ghost Sim, it's in a weird spot where, like, it actually is decent in terms of gameplay, but I feel like it's still too pay to win, even though it's actually not too bad pay to win. Like, as in, it isn't generating a lot of revenue pay to win. It's just, like, really weird. It's a weird spot. But yeah, in terms of increasing monetization for it, it won't be too bad. It's nothing going to be too in people's face. Like, even one of the things that was recently done, like the changes to boosted gums or whatever, and crate keys. Crate keys, people are going to complain about. Crate keys was a negative effect. But like most of it's still out of the way. Like boosted gums are still kind of one of those things that you don't need to worry about about boosted gums if you don't want to. You can still grind the game perfectly well without buying a boosted gum every hour or whatever. Also, these cutscenes I made, it took way too long to make, and they still are pretty bad. One of the things I don't like about this is that actually the way I wish I probably could do something, but like the fact that the music cuts out for it is kind of weird. I wish there was music playing during this. I was running out of time. This was already in a late update, so I kind of just gave up on the music part of it. So it is what it is. It's actually a fairly I kind of like how it turned out, even though it's pretty simple. Actually, this last one's actually pretty cool too. Once you put them all in, a pretty cool cutscene plays. Most of you guys have probably done this. I'd imagine most people have done Blue Bunny's quest. But if you haven't, this is probably the coolest thing that Ghost Simulator has for a cutscene so far. The opening of the journal room. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, just two things moving, and then your control being released. But yeah, we actually do need to do this quest for the 100% game completion, since it does count as a quest. We're just going to spam through the dialogue because I don't feel like reading it. I added it to the game, so yeah. I think this is the single longest dialogue just because of how it's structured, being a lore thing. There we go. Oh, did this thing ever get anchored? Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, when this thing first came out, this... oh, no, never mind. It's not anchored. Never mind. For whatever reason, we have forgotten to anchor the entire journal, so right now you can push stuff around. So yeah, if you want to destroy stuff, you can actually go vandalize Phantom's journal room. Actually, do the pets interact with that? No, okay. But yeah, if you guys like vandalizing stuff, this is non-collidable, so if you can go ahead and mess with where the book is and drag it around. I think it gets hard stuck when you try to leave or whatever, but yeah. Alright, anyways, with that, we are done with the Blue Bunnies. Phantom, we have the nice remote teleporter. Which will allow us to grind a little bit better. No, I don't want to actually teleport to main hub. I want to... yeah, guys, don't worry. I'm actually fixing this next update. I realize it's annoying. Where do I even want to teleport to? Probably there. Did that actually select? Yeah, that actually selected. But yeah, as I said before, now that we are done with Blue Bunny's quest, we are going to go ahead and go grab a glitchy Lucky Gum from Backdoor, and then go ahead and do the unboxing. I think we actually have enough gems to have used basic Lucky Gum. It's just I feel like it's going to be better for getting the Crate 16 class or Godly if we do use glitchy Lucky Gum instead of basic. But yeah, reading dialogue is, yeah, it's one of those things that not everyone does. Obviously people do like it, but most people are just going to be skipping through dialogue anyways. This don't actually care about. Actually, what we can do is change this to be Agents HQ, and then use TV. Like that. Actually, we should have been using an overcharge. Actually, what you probably want to do now, I'm looking at it cycle-wise, is not start here. But start somewhere and then end here, and then teleport back up to the start for the second cycle, using the remote TP. That's probably going to be better, so you don't have to come all the way back up, going up the ladder and whatnot. Just in terms of actually grinding. Like, not that too many people are actually grinding in Backdoor. Most people are using the remote teleporter for Remnant Zone. But like, with that remote teleporter, using... making use out of it to get around places faster is going to be a pretty important, or pretty helpful to some cycles for grinding. I think specifically for Backdoor, being able to teleport instantly is going to be pretty helpful, and then Remnant Zone, obviously, in the first place, teleporting is going to be nice. Yeah, most people aren't grinding Backdoor. Alright, that I think is actually enough items to get ourselves a Lucky Gum. I'm being lazy here, but you know, it did feel pretty nice. I think as a whole, it's actually going to be pretty helpful. More helpful than I was actually expecting, since I haven't really played around with it before. We actually got a glitchy Lucky Gum and 3 glitchy loot. Anyways, we can head back now to Remnant Zone to actually do the unboxing. But yeah, all we need to do is get the Godly from that, and then, yeah, we just need to get 2 Godlies, and we're done. Eardrums. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go ahead, equip the glitchy Lucky Gum. That, hoverboards, pets. Actually, I do want to check really quick, make sure our inventory is clean up. Oh, Blue Bunny. Because actually, Blue Bunny might be an increase to our pet stats again. I think it's better than Adam. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and equip this. It will require us to level up a little bit, so before it does become better. It's probably just slightly better, but we'll work on that now. But yeah, just need to unbox Golly from Pet Crate 16 and Pet Crate 13. And we should be good to go. Alright, pets, mass trash, select all. Should be good to trash. We do need to lock some stuff. I know we aren't using Dimension Delvers, but alright. Okay, this should be hopefully the last 2 quests done. Oh shoot, I forgot to open auto clicker. Alright, that only wasted 20 seconds of our gum. Oh shoot. I've wasted so much of my gum because my auto clicker wasn't set up correct. Nope. Alright, there we go. That should accurately unbox a few things. Alright, that should be the Godly. Yeah, that was the Godly. And then hopefully we can just really quickly get the Godly from this. No, that I wanted to use Crate Keys. Why is it so much harder to use Crate Keys than I was used to? Alright, that should be hopefully the Godly. I don't think that actually is going to be the Godly. We are going to need to hopefully get lucky. I don't want to go grab another. I should go grab another Lucky. I'm not going to. We're just going to use this and then hope for the best. 16 Crate Keys left. Yeah, let's go. 5 done. Another 3. 9 left. I think this is like a 1 in 10 chance or something. No, it's actually more like... Yeah, okay. Alright, now we're out of stuff. And we didn't get it. Okay. Alright, whatever. Yikes. Okay, we are done with Remnant King though, so we can go ahead and turn in that quest. But yeah, we have pretty much one... Okay, actually we do have one more quest for Remnant King. Actually, we get 3 Crate Keys from this. I think we all know what we're doing with those Crate Keys. I think this is actually one of those find items that I don't actually know immediately where it's at. Ooh, that actually is a good idea. 2 times pet XP is actually kind of a cool idea. I mean, it's one of those things though that like half the people can use it and half the people can't, because you really like most people, maybe not most people, but a lot of people already have their pets up to like level 15 or whatever, just because it eventually happens. But yeah, I mean, there are always those that do struggle with their pet leveling. All right, checking the head edge maze now. Two times ghost spawn event. I feel like that one is that one's a lot harder to code than it is. Like 2 times pet XP is a lot easier to code. Increasing ghost spawns is not a easy thing to actually do. Oh, there it is. Alright, there we go. Got 3 more Crate Keys. In these 3 Crate Keys, we are going to get the Godly. It's just... That's the script. So yeah, all we need to do is go use a basic lucky gum, and then those 3 crate keys. Without an auto clicker, it'll just be boom, boom, and then ding. Boom, boom. And ding. Oh, shoot. I was trying to trick the game into thinking that was actually what the case was. Anyways. We are just going to ignore that because I don't feel like doing this quest. Maybe next episode or whatever, I'll actually have gems for it. I mean, really, it should be fairly easy to get gems. But yeah, the funny thing is we're going to have like 20 of those glitchy bun-buns. Yeah, we actually have 20 of them. No, we only have 14. But yeah, yeah, now that we're done with that, the next goal is actually going to be to try to get as much game completion as possible. With completing every single quest except for one, you can see we're only at 83% overall game completion. But there's something that we can actually do pretty easily to go ahead and get ourselves up quite a bit higher. One of the first things that I'm going to start with is actually going back to previous worlds and buying all the packs and backs that I've skipped, playing up to this point. Actually, I just realized we have a much better pet now. So bye-bye, Adam. You are officially completely out of our pet team. But yeah, if we go back to all the main hub areas, we can go buy all those vacuums and packs, and that'll actually contribute quite a bit to our overall game completion. Same thing with Remnant Zone. Once I grind for the Remnant currency, I can go ahead and buy better and better of those packs and backs, and then once I have all those done, we should be good to go. So we'll start with the easy stuff: main hub, Ghost World, backdoor. Then we'll go do Remnant Zone, and we'll just go through the shop and buy everything. For something like Remnant Zone, it does look like I will need to go ahead and grab a few ghosts so that I can actually have enough ecto tokens to buy stuff. Really, it shouldn't take too many. It's probably going to take us like a few, yeah, a minute or so to actually get enough. We probably don't even need to use XCOM, but we'll probably go ahead and use basic XCOM anyways. Equip. Yeah, okay, this should be plenty. Alright, let's go see. Vacuums. The thing is, Rebirth, I skipped a lot of these, so, there you go, got those. Not even that expensive. Yeah, because a lot of the ones that we're missing are actually these cheaper ones, because we skipped them because we had better pet stats. So we could just afford to just skip every other one, basically. So it's not actually like we needed that much ecto tokens, especially with our pet stacks now. It was pretty easy to go ahead and skip stuff. Anyways, that is main hub. That probably brought us up to like 85, 86%. Yeah, 86%. And all we did was buy like 1 million ecto tokens worth of packs and backs from main hub. So yeah, if you just go buy all the packs, vacs in every single world, you are actually like, you get an insane amount of game completion percent. Next up, Ghost World. This one is probably going to take us a little bit longer. Actually, no, we already have quite a bit. It's still probably going to take us a bit longer. Let's see. Actually, we have almost all of the packs. How are we doing on vacs? Oh, yeah, for Ghost World, we had to do all these packs and vacs quests for We'll come back to Ghost World after we go grab some sets from Remnant Zone. But because we had to grab so many vacuums and pack sets for all the NPCs like Leo, is it just Leo? Jax, I think. Leo and Jax, we already had most of that stuff. So all it's going to be is actually selling for the last stuff. Let's see. Guess I should have done that too. We'll do that later. Backdoor. Backdoor is going to be the interesting one. Just because we actually no, because we've been grinding gum in here. I think that should mean we should be able to buy some of this stuff. I don't know. Let's go see. Yeah. Okay. No, because we've been grinding gum in here. We actually have quite a bit of bit tokens, so we are able to just insta buy all this stuff. There we go. That is backdoor complete. That probably brought us up to 87%. Now if we go ahead, head over to Remnant Zone. I want to pick up a bigger pack and back just so that we are more set up to actually do Ghost World, although probably only take one boss to actually get all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and buy any of the vacuums that we potentially skipped. Or packs, or guess. Like this pack. I don't think we skipped any other packs. No, we skipped that one. We skipped that one too. And then we probably skipped quite a bit of vacuums just because you don't need vacuums. Alright, there you go. And now we just need to buy like 1 million gems worth of? No, it's like 500 million gems. No, it's like 1 billion gems worth of stuff. But yeah, we'll go ahead and work on that stuff too later. For right now, I want to go back to Ghost World, buy those last 2 packs and docks we're missing there, and then we'll come back here. But yeah, once we're done with all this, we should be up to like 91, 92%. And then we have a few other easy things that we can go ahead and grab. And then it becomes a tedious process of getting the last like 4 or 5 items that I want to do. Anyways, let's go find that Grim, or any other boss for that matter. Is Grim actually not here despite it saying he is? Or was he over here and I just missed him? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this. I think 1 cell of this with basic XCOM should be enough. We actually have... Our pet stats have been... Actually, no, with Glitchy Ghost, our pet stats have been increased like quite a bit, so making pretty good progress. So yeah, as our next goal, once we get this and then we check to see if there's anything that we can really easily get in Remnant Zone now that we have slightly better pets. Yeah, this should definitely give us enough. Oh no, it just gives us enough for the vacuum. Alright, we will need to do, I think, like 5 more bosses for this, the last pack here. I thought it'd be a little bit quicker than that now that we have a decent pet stats, but whatever. Kind of surprised that Remnant, or not Remnant, the Jolly Roger isn't here. Is that harmful to them? No, it shouldn't be. It's just the Bluetooth signal getting disrupted. It's not going to be harmful. I mean, if it's making loud noises, then yes. That's probably harmful to it, but it's harmful because of the loud noises, I believe, not the distance. But yeah, if you're walking away and it just stops and starts and stops and starts, that's just the Bluetooth connection just being disrupted and not making it there. I don't believe there's any chance that actually causes damage. Assuming you're talking about Bluetooth and not wired connection, because if you stretch a wire, yes, that's going to cause some damage. But alright, I think for this we're going to get how much XCOM do we have? We have 14 enchanted XCOM. Yeah, let's use XCOM for this. We got 8 from that, so we'll get 20 per. So we'll go grab 2 bosses and then we'll use a single enchanted XCOM. And that should be enough for us to get that pack. Actually, I guess if we're using enchanted XCOM, yeah, because the next step after I get all these packs and backs is actually going to be working on our unlockable section. I haven't actually touched this at all. But unlocking a lot of these does count for game completion percent since it is in the journal. We won't be able to get all of them. For instance, we literally can't get Diamond Claw because we don't have enough rebirths. But a lot of the other stuff is going to be pretty easy, like Mystic, Doodle. Just need to go ahead, sell a few bosses worth of currency and get those. Some of these actually do get kind of expensive. For instance, 1 billion for Memory Woven. We're going to need to buy all of the we're going to be able to buy all of the packs and backs before then, or we're probably going to buy all the packs and backs before then, and then it'd be a grind. One of them specifically, Remnant Ruler for 10 billion, is going to be quite difficult to actually get, so that's going to be a way long way, but we should be able to at least get everything up until the mythical or end for game inclusion. But yeah, I think we'll be missing probably around 1.5% game completion from just the ones that we can't realistically get. Yeah, we aren't doing 15 rebirths, unfortunately, not on this account. That being said, Hoshi Blade shouldn't actually be too bad to get with gem drops currently. I think that's what we got, like 500 million per gem chest with enchanted gem gum. So So that one's actually not too bad, which is kind of probably a bad sign. But yeah. Best part of that is we do have the 2x gems event going on right now. But still. Yeah, if I get a Rift Gum to use it on a chest, that would be actually kind of insane on this account. We'd actually probably go for something like a Cosmic Wing, or Vexfire or something like that, with those gems. But yeah, gems aren't too hard to get anymore for new players. Like, if you log in daily and collect that chest, you're actually getting quite a bit of gems. Probably a bit too much, but whatever. Anyways, that's our second boss. Oh, we didn't get any from that. Why didn't we? Or did I get knocked off instead of finishing it? Oh, did I just stop vacuuming it or something stupid? Wouldn't put it past me. What was I looking for? I was looking for this. One more Grim. Daily, 32 hour. Yeah, I mean, it's close enough to daily that if you log in regularly, you still need to log in pretty regularly to get it. But yeah, it is a 32-hour wait, so it is a day and a third. Which, I mean, generally means that you can collect it 2 days in a row, then you have to wait a day, then 2 days in a row or whatever, which is close enough to daily. I mean, there's people already logging in daily for the streak rewards, so it should be fine. Also, it's funny, I've gotten exactly one streak reward on this account, because I only play this on Monday. Very, very rarely do I do it on other days of the week. But yeah, actually, let's go through our pet and board journal, and I'll go cover over what we need to get. So we do need to get the... oh, shoot. You guys can ignore this, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I could have sworn I actually turned off auto-delete comments for this. But yeah, we need to get this Godly for that game completion. We need to get these. These count for game completion. These count for game completion. These do not count for game completion, but this does. So for our game completion, we do actually need to get some mythicals for these, which are going to be pretty hard. We're going to need to unbox some more of these, which I think we can pretty easily. And then similar story for the boards. We have, actually, we can do this one, I think, pretty easily. But yeah, we have this board that we need. We need these boards. We have all the quest boards, which is, I mean, I would say a surprise, but it's not really a surprise. We're missing just a few of the boss boards, surprisingly. And we are missing a few of the stuff from key drives. We don't need to get these, but we do somehow have all those legendaries. And then we have all of these from the Remnant Guardian chest. And then we have all the unlockables down here too. Normals, boosted variants, ectotoken variants, all these that we can also go ahead and get. But yeah, while I was here, I wanted to go ahead and spend 2 of our keys on this to just get a few more new things. I don't know if that's actually new. One might be the... No, actually no, everything in here is new. We've only... Alright, there we go. We aren't going to be worrying too much about those long term, but while we are here, I thought I might as well go ahead and grab a little bit extra game completion percent. Probably doesn't even add up to 1 whole percent. No, we're actually at 89%. Wow. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and use Enchanted Excum now. Sell. And there we go. Buy the last pack that we need from here. Okay. Now let's go do Remnant Zone. It's going to be pretty much rinse and repeat-ish. I think Remnant Zone might be a little bit more difficult. Like, we aren't going to be able to get too far. Yeah, we'll check how much we get from one Remnant Zone, and then if it's going to be too tedious for us to buy all the packs and packs, we are going to switch over to the unlockables, which should be bing, 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 and done. That being said, we do have this one other thing that we do need to do really quick. In Remnant Zone. And that requires us to turn off auto-delete commons. Working towards 100%? Yes, I'm working as close to 100% as I want to get. I think it's going to be around 96 to 97% where I stop on this count. But yeah, right now we're at 89%. We should be able to get up to like 93, 94% today. And then another like 4% if I do a bit more grinding tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next week. Yeah, overall right now I'm just working on grabbing any packs or vacs I can easily grab from yeah, we don't have a... Don't have those equipped. But yeah, we probably will be able to buy a few of those pretty easily. But we've already bought everything from Main Hub and Ghost World, 89% at the moment. I've been looking through my journal. We do have one more quest for Blaze to do, but we don't have the gems for that anymore. So that one will have to wait. And yeah, other than that though, we are pretty close to what you can get at max for on your second rebirth for game completion percent. I know I've gone over this before, but you technically are required to rebirth 15 times for 100% game completion now, since those unlockables are in the journal. Other than that, though, the longest stuff is going to be the 250 mythicals, which are really hard to actually grind for. Most people end up just trading them for the index. Last time I got 100% on my main account was back when there was only one 250 mythical in the index, and that was what was it? Great Guardians, mini Great Guardian. So yeah. Alright, I guess this will give us a good estimate of how much currency we can get pretty easily. So 755 for about a half pack. So that's about 1.5. We can get cells, so we have about 7.5 per cell. We can do that a few times. Yeah, that's not going to add up to anything super easy. Yeah, because all we have is that 76,000 one. That's going to take us around 10 cells, so not a whole lot of time, but still a significant amount. We're going to go ahead and select that. It's one pack back. Okay, yeah. Before we do that, I do want to do a few other things. I want to go grab the commons from this crate, hopefully really quick. Or not really quick. And then once we have a few of these commons, I want to go grab the, just filling up index. I forgot about having auto delete commons off for this. All right, there we go. All right, that's 2 more stuff into the index that obviously isn't going to add up to a game completion percent. There's something else I want to do. I wanted to go spend the remnant key drives we got from Blue Bunny's quest on grabbing some of those really quick, because those will add up to be, those could actually be pretty cool. I'm thinking of specifically spending it on the 5 key chests, because that should allow us to go ahead and maybe if we get the godly, it might actually help us stat-wise. That's the legendary board. We have up to 6 of these. I kind of want to spend a few on the ones though too, just because index stuff. I'll probably do 4 of these and then 10 of these. Planet Soar, and then hopefully we do get a godly from this one, but most likely we do just get another legendary. And then we'll spend the rest on these 1 key chests. I think this is the one we've gotten so many times. Alright, that one's new. Alright, there you go. Only need 1 more board from here. I don't know if we're gonna get it. So is that last item, even if it's like, you know, like a 25% chance of getting it, it takes forever to get it just because RNG doesn't like to be nice. Yeah, okay. How many keys do we have left? I think we're down to 5. Oh, we have 16 still. Okay, we have a few more of these 5, so we'll open 1 more. Because I want these keys gone. I kind of want these keys gone. Just a whole lot of junk. Alright, I think now we're down to like 4 keys. Two more keys. Is that it? I think that's it. Yay. Left shard. Okay, we have 1 key left. We're going to save that just because we might need it later. That does help finish up a little bit more index stuff. We still have a few more stuff to go for that. But yeah. Again, probably doesn't bring us up. Oh no, that does. We're not 90% game completion. Okay, next thing. It'll take us like 5 minutes. I think we'll go ahead and buy 1 more pack. It's not going to help us progress a little bit, but should give a pretty clear path forward on progression. It'll also give us a few more gems, which we can use to finish up those commons from crate 15 in the meantime. Yeah, now that that quest is no longer completely breaking from 100%, if you guys want to, you guys can actually go for 100% now. The thing is, it does take a long time. It isn't completely impossible. It just takes grinding for 250 mythicals, and 15 rebirths, and 2.5 billion gems worth of remnant tokens, and buying all packs in Remnant Zone. But you do no longer need to buy the starter pack. You no longer need to complete an impossible quest. You are perfectly possible to actually go ahead and do it if you want. Yeah, that's it. So sometimes I forget that I did add that setting to turn off auto or the showing of godlies. So it's when you just see someone with one box unboxed of Classified Sunstorm, you're like, oh, where they got really lucky with that. No, it's just godly messages now able to be turned off. I sometimes forget about that, even though I literally added it myself. Okay, it looks like he did get lucky, but not as lucky as it would be if, like, he literally did get a godly, but yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We're all leeching your luck right now. That's why Ab's here. That's why Rich is here. They're all just leeching all of your luck so that you have bad luck and they will have good luck. Anyways. Alright, there we go. Sell again. Yeah, okay. Basically 2 more cells like that, and we should actually be able to go ahead and grab that pack. Again, it won't be a helpful pack. It'll just be a pack to have a game completion pack. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not actually a bad idea. The thing is, like, 100% game completion, the milestone for it moves every single time. So it's one of those things where if it had existed like right when the game first came out, it'd be like people like, oh, yeah, I got it back when there was 3 pet crates and 4 quests, 6 quests. And it might not feel too fair for everyone. The thing is, I mean, it is still a cool accomplishment, even if it gets kind of ruined later, but yeah. Also, I kind of want to see, we probably aren't on the leaderboard since most of the time we haven't been really grinding ectoplasm. Yeah, we aren't even close to the leaderboard yet today. Alright, a few more cells. Oh, I guess I was with the wrong gum. No, it's equipped. Okay. Yeah, it's actually music for Ghost Simulator. B-Slick did a really good job on that. It's pretty good. I don't know exactly if the plan is to ever have more music commissioned. I think it'd be really cool if it was. But I do know that the current music, like, pretty much all of it was bought back when Ghost Simulator was in, like, really popular days or whatever, where it made more sense to have some music stuff. Nowadays it's a little less appealing to be spending money on commissions for music. Yeah. There are a few quests like that. I know most boss quests are like, oh yeah, vacuum bosses, and then it's like, oh yeah, any bosses work. Then there's Fern. And I think oh look, some got reflection. I kind of wanted to ask that. Oh, hello, Jazzy. Hello. What have you been up to today? Alright, we have about... Cat cam. Yeah. No, she's decided that today is time for her to come visit. Alright, this should be the last cell we need for the, It's not even a pack upgrade. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this. But yeah, it should be the last cell we need for, getting that pack, 76 million. And then we can go ahead and turn into, working on the other stuff I was talking about with the, unlockables. So we'll go ahead and sell now. I don't know if just selling once is enough. I think we might need to grab a few, the second part of this. Ow. Alright, there we go. That should be enough currency to go ahead and buy this pack. It also gives us a little bit of, so we'll buy that and then re-equip this one. We'll also, I think, go ahead and grab these commons really quick, because I did forget them. Hopefully, I can't remember which two we need, but we'll probably just go until we get, like, a few of these. I do know we got two already, I just can't remember which two. Yeah, I mean, most likely we are just going to get all uncommons, isn't that how it works? Even though commons has a 60% chance. Actually, I think that's all of them. I think I remember getting... No, I don't think I've got 4 of 4. Yeah, let's check journal really quick. We are, in fact, missing 404. So, okay. This is why I need to turn off auto-delete commons when I am actually unboxing, because I don't have to go back and worry about just getting one specific common. Nope. 4 more crates. There it is. Second to last crate. Alright, now that we have those... Alright, now we're going to go through the really quick process of buying all these hoverboards that we don't have. Right now, with our current progress, we have 9% game completion. These unlockables should each add like a very small amount, but we should probably get up to like 92% with these. I think we'll go ahead and start with these. So collect gems from bonus chests. Done with that. Fight all bosses. We have done all those. We have memory. Maple. All of these are pretty easy. We're going to end up moving on to some of these more expensive ones pretty soon. But yeah, for now these are pretty cheap. Game Bite. We also should start getting a few badges for these. Get X-Board? Yes, we're going to go get X-Board really quick. I think since that's the next one on our list. Our first one that's locked. It's going to be the first one that we go ahead and do. But yeah, we've also bought like most of the cheaper ones for bits or Ecto tokens, all those currencies. So it should be pretty good progress to make on the other stuff. But yeah, X-Board, we do need to find 2 more developers. I don't know which 2 we found. But yeah, then we have a few others. But anyways, unlocking all those boards gave us 92% game completion. We have a few more that we can pretty easy get, like Ghost Mower, for instance. Actually, we can go grab Ghost Mower really quick right now. Open up options menu. Oh, look at all these badges that are about to come rolling in. But yeah, we'll go ahead, set our teleport to there, I think, and then TV. And then we can go ahead. Oh no, we've already unboxed that. Okay. What about Wonder House? This is going to be a pretty long time for the badge awardeds, all that stuff. It's might take a little bit. All right, there we go. Yeah, okay, we have this chest. This chest should give us a few million gems. Oh, not quite enough. Come on, Ghost, you can do it. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we should be able to buy, Ghost Mower. Which is just one more. But yeah, we should be able... Yeah, we should be able to get these, all the epics, or all the legendaries pretty quickly. Then we have godlies left. Some of these, like this one, we aren't going to be getting. But some other ones will take a little bit of time to go ahead and grind for. But yeah, most of these are currency ones that we're missing, and then rebirths. Actually, all of them, I think, are currency or rebirths, except for export. So let's go teleport to main hub, grab all the NPCs, and grab that one. And then I'll need to figure out which currencies I want to do first. I'll probably do main hub since that's going to be where I'm at. And bosses for this are pretty decent for getting us some currency. And pretty easy to do in general. I think the first thing up, let's see if we've found Diddy. We have. Alright. So we have Diddy. Let me check. Where's the other ones? Well, I know where Mackie Coven are. Let me grab those. Because that should be a guaranteed one. Alright, there we go. Got Coven K. Man, I really do not know where two of those NPCs are. Yeah, Mackie's in here. I think I've already grabbed Mackie, I feel like. At some point. This is something I would have done. No? Okay. So now we just need to find one of the two that I don't know where they're at. I don't believe anyone's in Underwater or Volcano. No, Joven's in Volcano, underneath the bow. Okay, that's the one we've got. Now we just need to find Adam. Let's see, where is Adam? Actually, it might be Volcano. Let me think. If he is, he's behind a rock or the converter or something, which I don't think is actually the case, but we'll go check anyways. No, not here. Okay. Oh no, he's on top of the pyramid. Duh. Alright, that should be all the NPCs. Is he on? Yeah, he's right over here. Alright, that should be all NPCs. We should now have the, export unlocked. We do. And there we go. Now with that, we are still at 92 game completion. Actually completing indexes doesn't actually add too much more to it. But yeah, next up, I think I want to do, either souls or Ecto tokens for it. Yeah, actually, yeah, even though I didn't remember, it kind of came back to me once I started looking in areas. But yeah, it's something you only do once on account, so it isn't like some of the other find items where you do over and over again, so you do kind of quickly forget about it. I believe that's only the second time I've ever done it in my almost 5 years of playing Ghost Simulator. Splice. Splice is actually pretty difficult now to get since the boss rework. It used to be a lot harder to get. I think it used to be around like 6 billion gems. Now it's only like 600 million gems worth of Ecto tokens, so we aren't going to be able to actually get any, I think, of the mythicals. But we should still be able to get up quite a bit more, though, or quite a few. Like boost is boost reasonable. Actually, no, we already almost have boost. Oh yeah, we almost have boost, but then Splice is another 1,000 more than that. But yeah, we should be able to get Splice, we should be able to get Flight. I don't know if we'll go for a life cycle, but we probably will. So yeah, that should be an easy 3. I think we should have another 3 easy ones for, Actually, I don't know if we have 3 easy ones for Ghost World. This one in and of itself is actually, I think, pretty expensive, because if I remember correctly, we were only getting like 8 million per boss or something with basic XCOM. So this is like 3 bosses worth or something. But like 1 XCOM. So we probably are only going to get 1 of these and then like shards or something like that. Alright, let's go event bait another boss up here really quick. And I guess while we're doing bosses, another one that I was needing was the boss pets or boards or whatever. So what we can do is actually go ahead and unbox these. I think we're going to be able to really easily just go use all of them. Flameheart, not in the index. Actually, none of these are in the index, so it doesn't really matter if I open them or not. Oh, we got Dutch. Oh, that's actually really good because that's a pet that we can actually use stat-wise. Wait, we got 2? That's insane! Because that, like, literally completely... Yeah, we should have been opening these up beforehand. Much regrets. It's actually insane. Because, like, yeah, we can basically immediately go ahead and equip both these two, and they'll be immediate upgrades even without leveling up. But, that should help with the currency. Your rule state, no, yeah, no, we're now that we're maxed out, those rules don't apply anymore. I think I said that in a previous stream once I like rebirthed or whatever, that I'd be allowed to use them. But yeah, now that we're maxed out, we can pretty much use anything. We're ignoring the rules. We're done with those rules. Actually, maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe we keep those until we actually complete our index for crate 16. Yeah. But once we do get them, those are going to be pretty good stats. But you're probably right. We probably should not use those until we actually get crate 16 done with. It's probably a good time to end those, because that's when I finish the pet progression in Ghost Simulator. There's not really much pet progression after that. But yeah, those are actually going to be... That's kind of insane that we got 2 from 16. I'm wanting to keep my Remnant loot bags just because... but I think we can go ahead and open our anomaly loot bags and all that stuff. Speed, we are mainly looking for the anomaly pet, which we aren't going to get. But yeah, we're going to keep our spades for sure. I don't have too much issues opening lava loot bags or gold loot bags. Same thing, Grim loot bags. We'll go ahead and open all of these. Royal, we're mainly looking for like Ace here, since that's in the index, I think, and I don't think we have it. Of course we don't get it. But yeah, then we also have some boss chests. I'm just opening these for the chance of getting the index stuff. Oh, and I guess crate keys actually helps us too. Yeah, I think we might as well open all of these. We aren't going to get anything else from them. They aren't useful gem-wise, and I don't think they ever will be useful gem-wise. They might be a little bit better gem-wise, but it's not going to help us. The crate keys, though, that we are getting will be actually helpful. I didn't think about this before, but should be able to get us that godly that we need from Pet Crate 16. I think that's all of our loot bags and stuff, so nothing other than those 2 ghostly Dutchmen's really was notable, so kind of I don't know, kind of lackluster. We do have spade loot bags and a few remnant loot bags, but we aren't going to go ahead and open those yet. I kind of want to save these faded loot bags for other stuff, potentially, like going for gems or stuff, since they're actually useful for that. But yeah. I think with 2 bosses we'll go ahead and sell with an X gum, and see where we're at extra tokens. Yeah, because if we wanted to go ahead and get the next one, we need to go ahead and do quite a few steps. That'd be what, like 10 bosses? More than 10 bosses, like 15 bosses. 15 bosses for life cycle. So, but yeah, there is a boost in that one. I think all we have left is life cycle, and then we'd have splice. But yeah, overall not too bad. But yeah, now let's go do that same thing in Ghost World. Grab a few bosses and sell. Still in hard mode? Yeah, okay. We won't use those. We'll wait until we actually max out. I don't even know if the style stats are that much better than what I have, just due to levels already. Alright. It's a really laggy webcam. Yeah, we're doing a Grim boss right now, so webcam up. Cat's actually doing it. Alright, let's switch back. But yeah, my cat is able to defeat the Grim boss, it looks like. Yeah, so those are definitely in terms of gems, they're the lowest currency that you get. But in terms of progression, they're also pretty slow because they are required for the packs and vacs for progression, for quests and stuff. So it is definitely a slow currency. But yeah, once you get a better pack though, you can kind of just boss your way up there because there are pretty fast boss respawns. Actually, someone already used it. Bait. But yeah, my cat does a pretty good job at sitting in the way. But sometimes she's cute while she does it, so it's forgivable. You can definitely tell though that it's a lowish quality webcam when I blow it up. It's definitely a lot better than some of the webcams I've used in the past, but it definitely has some pixely areas at full screen, so we'll try to avoid that. Definitely looks a lot better in the square up here in the corner. Oh, one of the other things I was wanting to do is go use a... I feel like I need so much glitchy Lucky Gum for unboxing. Oh, man. I wanted to go use the glitchy Lucky Gum on the race crate and go unbox that with some of the race coins, because that's now quite a bit cheaper. But yeah, we'll see. I think the cat's favorite board, I don't know if we have it. Yeah, we don't have that one. Let me go see if I can find it on the wiki. I mean, I already typed it in. I think there's one that's literally just a cardboard box. I know there's one that's a cardboard box with a cat in it for sure, but box. Yeah, 2023 4-year anniversary. Is this what I'm thinking of? It's close enough. All right. Yeah, this is probably a cat's favorite board. Just a giant box. If there was a laundry basket, she'd probably like that one more. But yeah, no, she's definitely a box kitty. If you put a box or laundry basket down anywhere, she's like immediately in that thing. All right, I think we're going to do something like 4 bosses and then sell. I feel like putting a little bit more effort into getting these Ghost World ones that I did into the main hub ones. Yes, Remnant, any of the perks that are in Remnant Zone will actually save once you rebirth. So the Parachute ability, the Auto Blaster ability, the Permanent Magnet, which, I mean, it's pretty obvious when it's called the Permanent Magnet. And then also the Phantom's Remote Teleporter will also all save. So yeah, don't need to worry about those resetting. Overall, they're not the most helpful. They're good quality of life ones. Permanent Magnet is actually pretty helpful. But like Parachute, even though people will swear that is actually helpful, it is more quality of life than anything else. It's not going to save you too much time on a rebirth. It's a bit cheesy in the final boss fight since it doesn't get taken away, but other than that, not really any use other than quality of life movement stuff. Same thing with like the Auto Shield Blaster. It is really good perk for quality of life, since you are able to more easily just click a boss and then have it auto shoot, which is nice since it will you won't be as affected by lag if you are able to use it. Since your cooldown is pretty client dependent, but if you have the Auto Shield Blaster, it'll probably do the shots on the server, or at least more automatic, so you don't have as much of a shot delay if you're laggy. And yeah, then the Remote Teleporter is probably not super useful, honestly. I'm probably actually buffing it in the next update. I'm planning on it, at least. Okay, there's a Grim over here. I want to see what health it's on, and then we'll go ahead and sell once we have it. Yeah. We'll go ahead and grab this one, and then we'll go ahead and sell. Alright, there we go. We're going to go ahead and use an Enchanted X-Gun for this. We're going to have to sell. Oh shoot, I wanted a little bit more currency than that. Oh well. Actually, no, we can go grab a few ghosts and do it. Because I think... Yeah, I think one more full boss would have tipped us over the scale to be able to buy one more board. So we're going to go ahead and actually do a little bit of manual grinding for that. Alright, there we go. That should be enough currency. Yeah, perfect. That should be enough currency to buy a few more soul boards. Hopefully it's more than one. It might just be one. No, it's cool. Cool. It's two. So you can buy shards. We can buy mystic. Yeah, I think we have airplane. I think it is just airplane and ghostly left for souls. We are also down to exactly 1 page of boards left, which is pretty cool too. And yeah, now I get to go check on Remnant Zone. I believe we can get Reverie pretty easily, but I don't think we are going to be getting enough for King of the Board. I believe this is 2 bosses worth for Reverie, so but yeah, next up, I think we are up to 93 game. Yeah, up 93% game completion. Let's go do a little bit of stuff in Backdoor for some currency from there, and then we'll go ahead and do the last little bit in Remnant Zone for Reverie, and hopefully finishing up all the pack or all the crate 16 stuff too while we're there. I can hear Anomaly, but we aren't going to actually get to it in time is the funny thing. Oh, we did. Okay. Yeah, I guess we might as well go ahead and use a glitchy or enchanted Axiom for this. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll pivot really quickly to grinding. Oh, actually, right now it's kind of rough because we bought more packs and packs. We are kind of we don't have the void set equipped, which is going to be kind of rough for this first XCOM. Actually, it's not looking to be too bad. I think we do have the best sets at least equipped. So that will help. Yeah, the thing about this is that it'll take a bit more Enchanted XM to grind in Remnant Zone and Backdoor, just because it does yeah, just because it does have the lower pack size. Actually, we might have already, because we had quite so much bit tokens, already got all the cheap ones for this. Fortunately or unfortunately. I don't know how much we were at before, but actually, yeah, it does look like we. Because what? Drone Dude, I think? Oh no, those are gems. Yeah, Tubby is the next one. Yeah, I don't think I really want to grind for bit tokens at this point. So let's just check out Remnant Zone really quick. All right, bye. Yeah, I'm probably stream's gonna be ending in like 7 minutes. I do want to grab Reverie really quick, and then we'll just have all the difficult ones left. So I might actually end up having to do some off-stream grinding for some of that stuff. We'll see. But yeah, most likely we are chilling at 93% game completion. That looks to be the most that we are getting pretty easily. And the last 7% is going to be upgrading packs in Remnant Zone and a few other things. Yeah, Reverie should be pretty easy to get. It should be pretty cheap. Let me see. Alright, one of the things I'm thinking I'm going to do for this Remnant Zone, since we do need quite a bit of this, is actually go ahead and use our pack overloader pretty much immediately after selling here. Just because it will help us, just give us a little bit more currency. There we go. And then we can go back to hopefully getting up another full pack to sell. That is enough for Reverie. It should give us a little bit more currency that will go towards buying our next pack or back or whatever. But yeah, as a whole, we are getting into the grindy session of this. So I'll need to either be doing some off-stream grinding, or it'll start to take a long time to actually get up game completion percent. Overall, it's actually quite a bit less game completion than I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more to be easy. I think I just didn't realize that I had bought most of the packs and backs already, so I was expecting a little bit more free progression from there. Yeah, as a whole, pretty good progress today. We're pretty much completely done with all the quests. We have to unbox a single more godly for our pet crates, and then we also have a few other things that we could do for a little bit more game completion. But most of it is going to be either those unlockable boards or the packs and backs and Remnant Zone finishing up. Most of it is probably packs and backs. I think if we got all the last 6 packs and backs that we can buy, we would probably get up to like 94, 95, maybe 96% with just those, maybe even more. I don't know exactly how much each of those are. But then yeah, it will be unlockables. It will be the difficult stuff from grinding mega bosses for that for those crates. But yeah, with that, I think that is going to be all what we're going to do today. We did manage to get all of the quests except for one done, which is kind of unfortunate. We have gone kind of quite unlucky with the crate keys as a whole. But yeah, we have all the up to the legendaries in the unlockables purchased. The big ones, the big thing is that most of these are probably going to be unobtainable, really. We might be able to get actually no, we can get something like Drone Dude probably done, and maybe a few more of like King of the Board once we get more of the Remnant Zone grinding. But other than that, pretty much all the easy game completion we have done. We are at, after buying that one, still 93%. We have 1 quest left, or 2 quests for 1 NPC left. We have 1 godly left in the journal, plus all those commons. We have these left, we have these left, and these. So boss grinding, and then same thing pretty much with the boards with a few more unlockables. And the race crate. So we have this godly, whole race crate, that I kind of want to do at some point. Boss boards, ace, and then the Spade Harbinger stuff. These left, and then these 2 left. And then all of these purchasables. So godly mythical, godly 2 mythicals, 2 godlies and a mythical, 2 godlies and a mythical, almost. Actually, if Steve Ray, actually no, I think Steve Ray is actually 100 million gems. I believe those are both 100 million gems, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of anything less that we could do pretty easily. But yeah, other than that, once we get those last few boards, that will be those are the only stuff that is left for us in 100% game completion. Technically, we can't get it because of these rebirth stuff, and most likely we aren't going to be worrying about any of these mythicals that we're missing either, since they are pretty expensive for us to actually grind for. But yeah, this is hard mode, pretty much at the end of the time. If I had 1 more glitchy lucky gum, I would probably burn it right now to see if I could get the godly with the last 2 crate keys we just got. But yeah, that's this account after 37 episodes of hard mode. Probably starting into next stream, we'll probably be going back to a previous thing of doing off-stream grinding between them. So hopefully at that point I do have a few extra hours of grinding done, so that we can make progress in that, and hopefully I will see you then. I do plan on making a video on the Rift Gum buffs, just going ahead and checking those out myself. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys found this one interesting. I think it'll be interesting to see how far I take it with this account. Hopefully I get up to like 97, 98%, but most likely that will remain up to whether or not I start doing off-stream grinding. So bye, see you guys in the next